Keisha is putting letters into folders in history class. There are 7 folders. She puts 3 letters into each folder. How many letters are there all together? The squares represent the folders, and we're going to make lines to represent the letters. You can make X's if you want. So it tells us that there are 3 letters in each folder. So we're going to put 3 in each folder. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And then when we multiply, we are looking to find a total. So we are going to count all of these letters in order to find our total of 7 times 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 7 times 3 is 21. You could also skip count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21. Raj is gluing pictures onto posters. For his report on ancient China, there are 2 posters. He glues 4 pictures onto each poster. How many pictures are there altogether? The squares represent the posters, and we're going to make X's to represent the number of pictures. So we're going to put 4 pictures onto each poster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we multiply, we're looking to find a total. So now we're going to count to find our total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 times 4 is 8. Or you could skip count. 4, 8. Now we're going to take our information from pages 1 and 2 and we're going to put them on this page. 2 times 4 is 8, and 7 times 3 is 21. Mary Beth is placing books on ancient history into rows for students to read. There are 4 rows. She puts 5 books into each row. How many books are there altogether? The squares represent the rows, and the X's will represent the books. We're going to put 5 books into each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we multiply, we count to find a total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 4 times 5 is 20. Or we could skip count. 5, 10, 15, 20. 4 5s is equal to 20. Randy is putting artifacts on desks in history class. There are 6 shelves. He puts 5 artifacts on each shelf. How many artifacts are there altogether? The squares represent the shelves. We are going to use X's to represent the artifacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are all of our artifacts on the shelves. Now we have to count them to find a total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 6 times 5 is 30. Or you could have skip counted. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 6 5s is equal to 30. Take your answers from the last 2 pages and write them on this page. Now we're going to do our multiplication across each number. I will do this with you. When we have a 0, we know everything times 0 is 0. So if we were to multiply 0 times 2 and 0 times 1, we would just get 0. So we don't need to write that down. We're done with our 0. But as I've told you in the past, when we move to the next number, we have to put what's called a placeholder. And the placeholder is a 0. So I need to put a 0, and then I can start multiplying. 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 1 is 1. So our answer for 12 times 10 is 120. Moving down here, we start with the number in the bottom right, 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. The number in the ones place goes down there, and I carry the 2. 4 times 1 is 4, plus my 2 is 6. Done with the 4. I've done all of my multiplication with the 4. Now I'm going to move on to the 1. Oh, I need to put my placeholder because I moved on to the 1. There's my placeholder, which is a 0. Now I can start multiplying. 1 times 5 is 5, and 1 times 1 is 1. I'm done with that 2 that's up there because that was from the 4. Now I take my 2 sets of numbers down here and I add them together. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 5 is 11. Put the 1 there, carry the 1. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. So 15 times 14 is 210. 10 times 10. Instead of doing that math on paper, we're actually going to do that math in our head. Let's count by tens 10 times. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10 times 10 is 100. Our last problem is Mary Beth is putting artifacts on tables in history class. There are 12 tables. She puts 22 artifacts on each table. How many artifacts are there altogether? We're going to multiply. So first we're going to start with this number, and then we're going to multiply up and across. 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 1 is 2. We're done with the 2 now. Now I'm going to move on to this 2, but first I need to put a placeholder, which is a 0. 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 1 is 2. I'm done multiplying. Now I add my totals. 4 plus 0 is 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. And I don't have any other number to add to that 2, so I'm just going to bring it down for 2. So 12 times 22 is 264.